I think we're golden. Such is the curse of having perfect vision. I have to decide whether or not I need to wear glasses. Anyone offended by that, get better eyes. Live from someone's bedroom. Hello again. Is this the first video I'm making since, like, going by Aridum Royal? I think so. Hi, my name is Aridum Royal. I'm gay, I'm trans, and I'm 21 months on estrogen. Delightful. Also, I guess this is a good time to explain. I know I'm serving like girl all the time now, and I'm unfortunately attracted to men. So on paper, or at least like from a distance, it looks like, you know, it would look like, it would look straight if I were with a guy. I'm not doing that. There's no way in hell that I'm willingly calling myself straight. And also, it just feels wrong. Like, I call myself straight and I wince. So there's probably a reason for that. So I'm just gonna keep rocking with gay, queer, who gives a shit? It's all just words. To be honest, I really didn't think I was gonna keep doing this. I mean, not like videos in general. I like the transition updates for reasons that I will explain in a moment. But I guess they'll just like, I don't know, become infrequent, or I'll just make different videos detailing my transition. Did I say I was non-binary, by the way? I'm also non-binary. I like girl, I like ma'am, I like miss. Would I call myself a woman? Like actually, for real? Nah. I'm a secret third thing, and I'm cool with that. What else? I'm a Pisces. Whatever, let's talk about my medication. For the past 6 or 9 months, I've lost count to be perfectly honest. I've been taking 3 different medications. I've been taking estrogen, I've been taking progesterone, and I've been taking spironolactone. The spironolactone is the testosterone blocker, and I've been taking 150 milligrams of it daily. It smells bad, I'm tired all the time, and I piss a lot, but other than that, I'm a-okay. I've been taking progesterone as well, and I've been taking 200 milligrams daily for 6 months? Time is an illusion, but I also take that one like right before I go to bed because it makes me drowsy as f***. If I take it too early, it will be hard to stand. I will be dizzy and I will stumble my way to bed. But also, if it's been like a stressful day and I want to chill out for the night, I'll absolutely pop my progesterone a few hours early and ride the waves. Transition is a wonderful thing, don't you think? And of course, the pièce de résistance, estrogen, I've been taking that the whole time because without it, none of this would be happening. But the difference between now and the last transition update is that perhaps like maybe a month after that video, I transitioned to injections. I have the vial here, one second. Bow! Hold on, it's gonna be blown out as fuck. So this is a product that I use to keep my face clear. It's called Estradiol Valorit. I'm joking, but like part of the reason why my skin is so clear is because I take copious amounts of estrogen and I take copious amounts of spironolactone. But this is it. It's almost empty, but to be honest, there's like maybe 2, 3, maybe even 4 doses in here left. I've been taking this for 6, 9-ish months, and this is only my 2nd vial, so it takes a while. And frankly, it's gonna take even longer now, because before, for like 6 months, I was taking 0.25 milliliters every week, but now I was decreased to 1.5 milliliters every week. This is the first decrease of any medication that I've had. And we're doing that because my levels, it's not an exaggeration to say that in my system right now are copious amounts of estrogen. So I need to get back into ranges. Surprisingly, my body just really likes estrogen a whole lot. Who could have seen that? Imagine that. So I'm taking it down 10 milliliters, and hopefully that'll put me back into like normal ranges. And by normal, I mean like a cis woman levels ranges. That was not grammatically correct, but you get what I'm saying. Fuck it. But other than that, that's the only rough patch. Of course, whenever I say that like I inject myself every week, people wince. And even though I like wanted it, I did wince in the beginning as well, because, you know, stabbing yourself willingly every week. Oh my God. But it's honestly not that bad at all. The needles are really small, so they're intramuscular injections, which means every week I take a needle and inject it into like the outer part of my thigh. And honestly, it's the exact same like sensation experience of like getting a vaccine shot. You feel a little prick, they slowly inject, and like you're vaguely sore every time you use that muscle, but it's fine. I prefer them over pills. Because doing 7 pills every day, I would forget frequently. My memory's not that great. The worst part about injections is that like the moment right before you stick it in. No! Anyway. But right before, the nerves get really bad, but I just, to be perfectly honest, I just disassociate and like, I'm good. I also have a playlist of slow songs that I listen to, or usually listen to whenever I'm injecting. But to be honest, I don't really do that anymore, because I'm pretty good. I do my injections every Sunday, and I try to do it, I've been getting pretty lazy. I try to do it like early in the day Sunday, because if I wait until like 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night, I will feel like shit. I can only imagine what would happen if I were to like miss an injection. I would probably just feel moody and like shit. Also, can we all just get a load of my little guy? Look at him. Yeah! Isn't he so cute? I've given him like 10 different names. None of them have stuck. If you have a name for him, please comment down below. Hopefully one of them will stick and I can actually, you know, give him the love and affection he deserves, because names are important. Also, I'm just gonna say that he's gender fluid because I have used every single kind of pronoun I could give to a thing, so. But this is the main reason why I thought I was gonna like stop with the updates, because not much has happened. Like those first 6 or 9 months, it was safe to say that like I was changing pretty significantly every single day. A week would pass and my face would look different. After a year, and I'm approaching the 2-year mark, this has just become my new normal. It's not as new, it's not as shiny, the changes have slowed down, everything's just sort of plateaued. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, the random like bouts of euphoria and crying from looking in the mirror, that doesn't happen anymore. But that's because like everything is as it should be. Like, this is how I was meant to be. I don't hate my body a profound amount. I don't hate the way, well, I hate the way that some men treat me, but I don't hate the way that people perceive and treat me. This is how it should have been. And now that it is, I'm good. And don't get me wrong, I look different compared to the last transition update. My hair is longer, obviously. My face is a little bit different. But yeah, physically speaking, it's all devils and details. Tell you what has been happening though. You know what I saw like 2-3 weeks ago when I got out of the shower? Fucking stretch marks on my hips. I could do like a whole like lore dump to better explain this, but suffice to say, to keep it brief, I've been skinny my whole life. I've been trying to like actively gain weight for about 10 years. My body has like refused to gain anything. The only thing I've been stretching in that time was like the truth. But now, finally, I have stretch marks, which is a first, that's new. But it's on my hips, and that is exactly where I want to see fucking stretch marks, because hell yes. And I know like there's like a negative connotation to go with stretch marks, and how people feel about them, I f***ing love them. That's a sign that I'm finally gaining weight in all the places that I f***ing want to be gaining weight. So I love this shit. Let it be known that Aridum Royal supports stretch marks. So that's pretty cool. That's a new development. And that could be just because of like the hormones and, you know, it's finally kicking in after 21 months. But also, I got back into working out. And I think it's safe to say that like 9 out of 10 of every trans femme who goes on hormones has done this. But in the year before I started HRT, I worked out damn near every day for like a year and a half. And I did that thinking that if I were to just double down in like these masculine features of like, you know, muscle and a toned body, that would be enough for me to be like happy with my body. Because I've said this before, I thought that the reason I hated my body was because I was too skinny. So if I gain weight, I'll like myself. And first of all, I didn't gain any fucking weight. I gained maybe 2 pounds. It might have just been fucking water, to be honest. But also, I got like kind of toned, but still hated myself because obviously it's not what I fucking needed. And so I came out the closet, I started hormones, and for like 2-ish years, I stopped working out completely because I associated all those like feelings and negative connotations with my body and my appearance and all that jazz. I associated that with working out, and I didn't want that. But lo and behold, over the holidays, I actually started working out again and have been like working out every other day since then. And it's pretty f***ing great. And even though it sucks in the moment, obviously, because everything hurts. But I do feel like present and aware of my body when sometimes that is like a hard to access feeling. And it's pretty great. Like beforehand, before I transitioned, I was obviously f***ing, oh no. Anyone offended by that, get better eyes. Get better eyes. Get better eyes. My glasses. I guess I'm keeping these bitches on because they are tangled in my dreads. Ow. You do this to me during Black History Month? There we go. You piece of shit. Beforehand, I obviously worked out like my upper body a lot, thinking that that would make me happy. It did not. I work out almost exclusively. Nowadays, I work out almost exclusively. I work out exclusively, almost exclusively, my legs. And you're just gonna have to take my word for it, but it's paying off. The working out is working out. I've only been doing this for like 2 months, and I'm gonna look great in shorts. But yeah, physically speaking, that's it. Everything I'm experiencing now is just like the social shift of being perceived as a woman. And it oh my God. I talked about this with a friend maybe like a couple months ago, and the best way that I could manage to describe this is like a, well, mind fuck, that's still very apt. But also I think the best thing to call it is like a win-lose scenario. Like a major win for me, for the most part, how people treat me now is so much better than how I was treated when I was seen as a man. I don't want to be too hyperbolic because this is a very interesting and frankly disheartening dynamic. But everybody is just so cold to men. Let me explain, hold on. For the obvious reasons, women are very like, they hold themselves back when interacting with most men because some men are fucking monsters. And you can only be so nice to a man without it being seen as like flirting, which sucks. But like even other men either will treat you as competition or won't treat you with like enough basic decency or friendship because it would be seen as gay. Patriarchy fucks with us all, and I think it fucks up men in like the most subtle and most sadistic way because of patriarchy and because of how some men treat women and the fear of those men. Most men are like starved of like real and significant emotional connection from other people. The massive improvement is how other people treat me. People are far more polite, they make eye contact with me, and also a lot more compliments. A lot more compliments. Not to disrespect like younger me, but there wasn't much to compliment. Once a month is like a crazy amount to me. The fact that this is happening like at all, like once a week, breaks my brain. Certainly makes my day though. That's still a lot though, right? I'm not sure. My metric is pretty fucked at this point. What else has changed now that I'm serving Gertie? Oh yeah, men. Now it's time for the other side of the coin. There are too many like 30, 40-year-old men who I don't know that feel way too comfortable with calling me sweetheart. I want to wring your neck. No. No. Some guy that's old enough to be my dad calling me that? I should make threats on the internet. I got really creative up here. Ooh, anyway, let's keep that in the vault. But I don't deal with that too often. People do stare at me a fair bit, and I can't tell if it's because they think I'm pretty or if they can detect that something's going on here. So that's a fun game to play when someone's making eye contact with me for a little too long. But also that's just gonna keep on happening for the rest of my life. So that's pretty cool. But if that's the cost for, I don't know, being content with existing as a human person, fine by me. Because funnily enough, which makes sense because this is what the movie is about, I realized that like, I made a realization while I was watching Barbie. Great movie, you should watch it. It did make me cry, so it'll probably make you in turn bawl your eyes out. But I made the realization, or rather it became like much more real to me, I don't know, that like when I was watching like Ken discover and participate in patriarchy, I just like, it clicked in my head like, wow, I inherited the crown of like masculinity and all the privileges and things that come with that. And now it's gone. Because I obviously never like actually felt like a man, but I did like benefit from being one for a time. All that like innate like respect or like attention, safety, gone. And it's rather strange. I think that's still like the most mind-fuckiest part of this whole thing. And to be honest, there's a dozen little things like that which I still can't wrap my head around. Give it time. I'll probably make sense of it. But suddenly changing how an entire society and its people treat you in the span of 2 years, 1 year to be honest, it's one of the craziest experiences of my life. And it's delightful and I love it. But yeah, I think that's it. The next time I go get a checkup, I'll hopefully, when my levels are in range, finally, I will probably look to see if I can get my like spironolactone reduced, because with injections, that on its own can help suppress testosterone, and my levels have been super fucking low for a long time, even before I started injections, so I could probably get away with taking just 100 instead of 150, and that'll probably improve my life some, by just a smidge, maybe piss less, and that'd be great. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, like it, and if you didn't, that's too bad. cope. Help me name this little guy. I love him so much and I play with him literally every time I come to my desk. It's sort of kind of becoming a problem, but am I willing to do anything about it? Absolutely not. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Aridum and I'm done talking. Bye.